Aang, the Last Airbender, could kill us all in a second if he wanted to. Hey guys, so if you're like me, you remember Avatar The Last Airbender as one of the greatest cartoon series to ever be aired. And if you're also like me, you'll remember that it is also the worst adaptation of a cartoon to a live-action movie that has ever happened, with a close second being Death Note. But seeing as a new live-action movie is, or series, I'm not sure, is coming out of The Last Airbender, that is featuring the original creators, we're all kind of nervous. We're not sure what to think, we're not sure what to do. So instead of worrying about that, let's go back and dive into some unexplained sort of secrets that the creators kept from us in Avatar The Last Airbender. Specifically, why airbenders are the most powerful benders on the planet. Now, if you're a hardcore fan of Avatar The Last Airbender, just saying that sentence could have triggered you. You could argue, well, waterbenders are more powerful because they can heal, and if they're skilled enough, they can bloodbend. Or you could argue that firebenders are the most powerful because they can use electricity. Or you might even argue that after the rise of Toph, that the earthbenders got more powerful because now they can bend metal. Well, here, let me settle all your fears, all your concerns. I'm going to explain this step by step. So as you know, all benders, they have their basic bending abilities, like bending water, bending fire, bending earth, bending air. Very basic. And as you get more advanced, you get more techniques, and you can do more things with that element. For the water benders, it goes from just bending water to being able to turn water into ice, to being able to heal, to blood bending. Okay, that's about the progression that we see for Katara. For earth bending, we have bending earth, and then eventually you get strong enough, especially once Toph trained this and made it a thing, which we see more of in Legend of Korra. You get metal bending, and then there's the side step of earth bending, that's sand bending, and honestly, sand bending, it seems really cool. It's kind of like a mix of water bending and earth bending, just because sand is more fluid. But honestly, I think it gets a really bad rap during The Last Airbender, because the only time we see it is when they're trying and succeeding in stealing Appa, which one of the most heartbreaking moments in the entire series. So yeah, I think we'll just all have a bias against sandbending just because that's the only time we see it. For firebending, we have from just, of course, bending fire to creating electricity to being able to redirect electricity. And eventually, depending on your skill set, your flames can become extra hot, like Azula, her flames are blue because they're hotter. And then we come to airbenders. And airbenders can bend air, and then afterwards they can yeah, fly? Doesn't seem like a huge upgrade, right? Well, here's the thing. If we bring science into this world, there's a whole lot more that airbenders can do. First off, airbenders can sound bend. That's right, because sound is nothing more than the vibrations that our mouths and our vocal cords make in the air. Sound is nothing more than rippling air. So, a trained airbender could manipulate sound in any way that they chose to create any sound that they chose. Here's where it gets real. Aang could kill all of us. No problem. But in order to explain how, I must go back to something that we do understand simply. You've all heard of, singers who can shatter glass. Now, do you know why that is? According to an article by Scientific American, physics suggests that a voice should be able to break glass. Every piece of glass has a natural resonance frequency, the speed at which it will vibrate if bumped or otherwise disturbed by some stimulus, such as a sound wave. And as does every other material on Earth. Anything, if disturbed properly, can shatter. Glasses, rocks, shoes, humans, because everyone gives off that resonance. And if such a stimulus could match and disturb it, they would essentially vibrate themselves to smithereens. And a trained airbender, perhaps an avatar in avatar state, could find, with enough training, the natural frequency of humans, and then could replicate that frequency using their airbending capabilities to essentially cause us to vibrate ourselves to death. Now, is this a little bit extreme? No, not at all. Would it take a tremendous amount of skill and patience? Yes, but airbenders are typically seen as monks who thrive off of patience and meditation and waiting. So not even a stretch there. I'm going to say it, guys, this is a pretty solid theory. I believe that Aang could kill us if he only knew that he was capable of it. Because, of course, the science of it, especially in their time period, would not have been known, even in the slightest. So, I guess the only thing that's stopping Aang from being able to kill us all is his own ignorance. So that's my theory, guys. I hope you liked it. So sorry it's late. I still have 2 more Avatar theories on their way. One about Toph and Sokka, and no, it's not what you're thinking. And another one about Katara, specifically with bloodbending. It's super cool. You're going to love them both. They should both be out within the next week or two. There's some other things I need to throw into the mix as well. But if either of those ideas excite you, which they both should, because Avatar The Last Airbender, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It is doing amazing. Comment down below thinking, do you think that this theory is possible? Do you agree with this theory? Do you think that any airbender would actually try to use this to kill humans? Because if so, it's kind of on the same level as bloodbending, don't you think? And that's a little extreme. Okay? Don't forget to like this video, share with all your friends who love Avatar The Last Airbender, which again, should be every single one of the friends that you're talking to. On my social media, you can see it's right there. It's amazing. Follow me. I'm a great guy. Yeet. And I think that's all I need, guys. So let's have some fun and smile because Avatar The Last Airbender is getting a remake. Not sure how I feel. Not sure how we go. Not sure what we do. But it'll be better than the live action one we got a few years ago. So, oof.